Okay, morning. So, happy Saturday. We're going to get going. It's core strength. So, we're going to begin in child's pose. So, come to find your version of child's pose. The knees can either be together or apart. I don't mind. Right. Hopefully, Gabrielle gets back on. We'll see. Okay. So, allow the sit bones to be back to the heels. My knees are nice and wide, which allows my torso just to kind of nestle down in between. If the floor feels far away, just bend at the elbows or bring a little brick underneath your head. So forearms resting or creating a little pillow for the head. Or your brick, yogi's choice. But just get settled here. Ease the shoulders down the back. Try to surrender your weight into the earth as much as possible. Take a big breath in and a nice sighing breath out. Big breath in, almost breathing into the back of the body. And a sighing breath out. Great, last one. Big breath in. And then just let it go. Great. So just notice how you are this morning, how you're feeling. Little check-in, just allow the natural rhythm to return. Maybe you're feeling the back expand with the breath, or maybe the belly's kind of pressing against the thighs. Just tuning into how you're feeling this morning and how the breath is moving through the body. Knowing that you're exactly where you need to be. The next part of your morning is just about moving and breathing, settling and easing into your day. Have a sense of gratitude for this time. Feel a sense of worthiness and pride for rolling out your mat this morning. Wishing you all a wonderful practice. On your next inhale, just look forward and let's just start to reach the arms over to the one side. So fingertips all the way over to the right. Or it doesn't matter which side you go to. And I kind of like to bring a little teepee shape to my hands just to get into the shoulders and the upper back a little bit. Good, and then straight over to the other side when you're ready. Walk the fingers across. Enjoy that nice side stretch. Really trying to lengthen from the hip to the baby finger. Great, good. And then back to center, look forward, come to tabletop. So press through the hands, pull yourself up, and let's get settled into an all fours position. So some little movements from side to side, up and down with the spine, just going really gently, being really kind first thing in the morning, moving slowly, mindfully. Good. So we're focusing on the side body today. So strengthening the waist, the obliques, that's the word I was looking for. So let's come back to neutral and firstly, let's just tuck all 10 toes and take a little hover of the knees and then a little lower of the knees. And just do that about 10 times or so, which is stretching out the toes, but then also just getting that core strength switched on. And we know that it's a nice push down of the hands, spreading of the shoulder blades, drawing in of the navel, lengthening of the tailbone. A few more seconds. Really press through the index finger knuckle. Sometimes that one wants to lift. Last 3. Last 2. Good. Next, inhale, push through, hover for a moment, and then release down as you exhale. And again, just come back to those little movements. Okay, so let's reach or walk the left fingertips forward. So they go to the top corner of the mat, and tuck the right toes under and just extend the right leg away. So this is option 1. Option 2 is to start to float the right foot off the earth, staying here. Or final option is to reach the left fingertips, little bit of balance, drawing in the navel, making yourself really long from back foot to front fingertips. We're here for 3. We're here for 2. On 1, drop the hand, draw the knee into the chest and step the foot through. Good. And just take a few little rocks and rolls here. And then when you feel ready, we're going to come into our low lunge. So send the hips forward, sweep the arms forward, and we're going to add a nice side stretch onto here. So grabbing into the left wrist and leaning over to the right. So keeping this right hip hugged back, sending this left hip forward, relaxing through the shoulders, but enjoying that nice side stretch through the left. Good. We're here for 3, for 2. Good. On 1, zip it back to center, hands to the floor, big step up to the top of the mat, but bring your feet hip width and parallel. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold, and we're just going to dangle here a little bit. Again, getting into the side body by really swishing from side to side. It's almost like draw a rainbow with your fingertips, yeah, that nice semicircle shape as you really sway here. Good. And then come back to center. Lengthen, so you get nice and long, crown of head to tailbone. Left fingertips stay down, right fingertips come up. If the floor's far away, you're either softening the knees or using a brick to help you with these twists. And we're going to go with the breath on this one. So inhale up, exhale switch. Inhale up, exhale switch. Good. So really feeling where this twist is coming from. It's like the waist area. So you should really try to think we're twisting about a couple of inches above our navel. So really try and get a sense of twisting from there. And only you will kind of get that sense in the body of the hips being square and the shoulders and chest aiming to be stacked. Good. So we started on the right, lifting the right hand. So next time you lift the left, make that your last one. And then take another inhale to lengthen. Exhale, big step back to plank. And we'll just hold here on this round. So if it's too much, you can hover the knees down, or we're just staying here. 10 seconds, push the floor away, draw up through the thighs. Remember everything you know. Making yourself nice and long, crown of head to heels. For 3, for 2. Good, and then on 1, land yourself back in tabletop. So you might need to adjust a little bit and come back. And then when you're ready, walk the right fingertips to the top corner of the mat. Send the left toes behind you, staying here, getting used to that core switching on. Or if you feel ready, a little bit of balance now. So lift the heel and maybe lift the hand, final option. Stopping in any stage that feels right. Be mindful, everything's still square to the earth. The length is really important when we do core work. We want to keep that space. Good, staying here for 3, For 2, how's the breath? Good, on 1, hand down, knee into chest, step the left foot through. Same thing, few little rocks and rolls forwards and backwards. Good, okay, let's come forward and take a nice little side stretch. So right arm goes across, grabbing onto that wrist if it feels okay. So you've got this lovely length through the right side body. Sending the hips forward, hugging that left one back, relaxing the shoulders, breathing here for 3, for 2, really nice, on 1, come back to center, hands to the floor, big step up to the top of the mat again. So this time we're going to come back to those reaches. If you want to take a little forward fold before we do, you can. A little bit more active now, hooking the toes. So with the reaches this time, we're going to come up to stand. So we'll do about 3 to 5 on each side. Depends on your breath count. You go at your own pace. So remember what you know. Inhale to lengthen and reach the right arm up. This time, as you exhale, right hand will land on the lower back. I like to soften my knees. And then you're going to inhale to stand and scoop. And then you're either exhaling straight back down, or you might take a little extra breath here to come up before you come back down. Good, same thing other side, so left fingertips up. Exhale, lower the hand to the back. Inhale, stand and reach. Exhale, go a little deeper. And then inhale back to center before you exhale, come down. Or you might just windmill up and down pretty quickly, like inhale up and exhale down. It really just depends how this feels for you. Sometimes going up and down a little bit quickly with the breath is quite a lot first thing in the morning. But it's your breath. Remember, it's always an inhale to lengthen and an exhale to extend into something. Good. So we started on the right. So next time you're on the left, let's make that your last one. And we'll stay standing, ready to flow through our 10 rounds of sun salutations with some little exercises in between. So roll the shoulders, stand nice and tall. Good. How are we feeling? Bring the hands to heart center or down beside you. Good. Okay, inhale, arms nice and high, reaching up. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, big step back. Good. Knees or chaturanga on this first one. Yogi's choice. Either way, we're pushing back to our first downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, enjoy that first downward facing dog. Great, and we're not here for too long because we're going to work through a supported side plank to begin with. So on your next exhale, we're back in tabletop. So your left toes are going to come off your mat. So you're going to point them over to the side. And as you do that, you're going to extend your right leg away and lift into your supported side plank. So just be mindful that knee and hand aren't too close. You want the length through the left side and the right side of the body. Okay, so this is option 1. Option 2 is to hover that foot. And you've got 2 more options here. So you can stay here, or firstly we're going to start with some little taps of the toe. So you're going to take it behind you and in front of you. So almost like off the mat, really. So I've not got as much space, so I'm going to tap maybe a plant behind me. Good, so just getting that leg moving, and we're using kind of the hip, the side body to help us kind of tap that toe forwards and backwards. We're just here for about 15 seconds, let's do 5 more. Good, and then next little exercise in this position is the elbow and knee coming together. And again, we're just going to do this for 15 seconds. Now try and have the elbow and knee above you rather than in front of you. That's a whole different move. We want to get into the side body. So working the waist, yeah? If it's too much with the arm and the knee, just do the knee on its own. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, good. And you'll feel the left leg working. On 1, look forward, step that right foot through. We're back in that low lunge. Take a big step to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and then inhale, we rise. Great, okay, hopefully that felt okay. I'm just gonna change ends on my mat so you can still see me when we do the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, full forward fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. So big step back. We're only on round 2, so maybe drop the knees. Okay, so same thing. Just one good breath in downward facing dog. Enjoy that. And then as you exhale, drop onto the knees. So this time, the right toes are going to kind of make a little kickstand, yeah? Your right hand's going to stay down. Your left fingertips are going to reach up. See how there's a little bit of space for us to grow taller from crown of head to back foot. So don't worry about that hand and knee increasing that distance. Okay, option 1 is you stay here. Option 2 is you add those little toe taps. Forwards and backwards off the mat. The top hand doesn't need to be reaching, it can just be on the hip. Remember, we're trying to work the side body here. So the side of the leg, the side of the torso. Good, last 5. You know what we're doing now for 4, for 3. Keep tapping for 2. Good, on 1, elbow and knee together if you can. Or maybe it's just the knee coming up, yeah, and the hand just stays on the back of the head. Try and get that knee above you so that it's just hovering by the waist. Good, and you'll feel this lower half working as well because you kind of dip the hip a little bit. So you feel it in the glutes as well for 3. Good, for 2. Nice, on 1, step the left foot forward. Right foot joins it, top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Good. So I'm going to be just switching ends so you can keep seeing me. Inhale, round 3, arms up. Exhale, fold. So back over to the right side. We're going to be switching each time. Okay, so big step back. Gives the side a little chance to recover. Maybe next week we'll do one side for 4 rounds and then the other. Okay, right, back over to the right side. So we're rolling forward to a high plank this time. Now remember your options are knees down, okay? But we're going to be moving the right knee towards the right elbow, then the left. So from here, you're tapping the right elbow, sending it back, and you're tapping the left, and you're sending it back. If you're in a high plank, tapping the right, tapping the left. 30 seconds of those, I know. Tap, back, tap, back. Keep alternating, right to left. And try and get as high up the arm as you can. We're trying to almost get to the forearms. You're halfway. You've got about 10 more seconds now. Just 30 seconds of this. Remember, the back knee can be down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, good. On 1, push back downward dog. Take a big breath in. Walk, step or hop, top of the mat, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Good, exhale back to stillness. Okay, let's do that on the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big step back. Good, round 4. Chaturanga or knees. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Just one breath here. Good, roll forward, high plank. Okay, so left knee, left elbow, take it back. Left knee, right elbow, take it back. Good, so when we cross over the body, there's definitely a little twist going on. So that back foot, you can come onto the big toe or drop the heel over a little bit to help you out. Do that little kind of swivel. Staying on the left. Left knee, left elbow. Left knee, right elbow. Good, last 10 seconds. You got this. Remember, drop the back knee if you need to. That's fine. Work to your ability. We're here for 3, for 2. Good, on 1, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Look forward, walk, step or hop, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and inhale, we rise. Okay, right, let's ramp it up again. We're back over to the right leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fall forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, big step back. Okay, take your vinyasa. Okay, so this time from downward dog, our right leg's going to lift high to the sky. And you're going to draw some circles. So you're going to take your right knee to your right elbow. So roll forward, just like we did before. So you come to your high plank, then over to the left, and then send it all the way back. So we're just kind of circling the knee now. Rolling forwards and backwards from high plank to downward dog, trying to get that knee as close to those elbows, upper arms as you can. Going from the right elbow all the way to the left. Take about 5 more circles. There's no rush, take your time. Really roll forward, push the floor away. Last 3. Last 2. Good, listen carefully on 1. Hover at your left elbow, drop onto your back heel and extend your right leg out to the side. So you're on the blade edge of the right foot, the inner edge of the left foot. And you're staying here, pushing the floor away, drawing the navel in. Squeeze the thighs together. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Take a rest. If you feel like you can, fallen triangle for 5, for 4, for 3, lift those hips, for 2, good, on 1, top hand down. See if you can bring that right knee into the chest, step the right foot forward. Left foot joins it, top of the mat, I know. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Okay? If anything feels tricky, go back to the exercise before, like keep the circles. Get good at those. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, or practice those. Shouldn't say get good. Inhale, lengthen. There's no good in yoga. It just is what it is, right? Okay, let's do that on the left. So same thing. From your downward facing dog, we're now going to lift the left leg high to the sky. And we're going to draw those circles. So you can stay with this for the whole of the session, or the whole of the round. This time, left elbow, right elbow, and then back and away. So there's some hip movement in this as well, but the movement of the knee across is all the side body working. Good, see if you can do 5 more. Really roll forward to plank. Last 3. Last 2. Good, on 1, you know what's coming. You're going to take that left knee over to your right elbow if you can. Drop onto the back heel and scissor the legs. So the blade edge of the left foot is now off the mat halfway up and you've dropped onto the inner edge of the back foot. Holding for 5, push the floor away. For 4, we'll stay with the circles. For 3, for 2. If you feel okay here, final bit of work, fallen triangle. Lift those hips for 5. Feel the left side body working. For 4, you got it. For 3, for 2. Well done. On 1, hand down, left knee into chest, step the left foot through. Right foot joins at top of the mat as you lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we rise. Well done, guys. Exhale, back to stillness. Okay, we're going to miss the 2 rounds I had planned. We're going to skip those and we'll save those for next week because they're quite hard. We're going the opposite way, so from wild thing to stepping forward. But let's focus on the other 2 today to finish. So inhale, come up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lengthen through your vinyasa. So these final 2 are some side plank movements. And yeah, don't worry about the last one. Okay, so from our downward dog, let's roll forward to high plank. So walk the feet back and roll forward to high plank. We're coming down to forearm plank, but I want you to have one forearm in front of the other. Yeah, so they're stacked. And then on your next inhale, you're rolling onto the blade edge of the left foot and you're lifting the right elbow. And then you're coming straight back down, rolling onto the toes. So inhale, we'll stay on that side. Right elbow up, heels drop. Exhale, come down. Staying on that side. Inhale, right elbow up. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, right elbow up. Exhale, back to center. It's really controlled, guys. You've got 5 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, back to center. Keep those hips nice and low. Inhale, drop the heels. Reach the right elbow. Exhale, back. No rushing. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Good. 2 more. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Hopefully you're feeling the left side body really working here. Good. Okay, let's go straight to the other side. So when you're ready, left elbow up, left elbow down. Heels drop to the right. Inhale up. Exhale down. It's almost like your right hip is kind of hovering just above the earth. And then it's coming back to a square. Inhale up. Exhale, square it off. 5 more. You got it. Inhale up, and it's the control with this one. We don't want to swing, yeah? Want those hips nice and low. Good. Last 3. Stay with me. And it's using the toes a lot, yeah? And the heels. Last 2. Nice and controlled. Good. Final one. Lift it up and bring it back down. Good. Find your way back to plank. Exhale to downward dog. And we'll jump or walk or step straight through and come to lie down for the last one. So allow yourself to come down and give your knees a little sway from side to side. So for this one, we are not swinging, we're moving the legs from side to side. So getting into the side body again. So legs straight is a little bit harder, legs bent is a little bit easier. Take your arms really wide. You want to ground down, even bring the palms down to the earth to help you. And then as you exhale, you're bringing your knees over to the right. As you inhale, back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, back to center. If you extend the legs, obviously it's just a little bit harder to control them because they're a little bit heavier. But you're inhaling. It's almost like you're drawing a semicircle with the soles of your feet above your hips. You know, we don't want them kind of out in front of you. We want them right above your hips. Try not to swing. It's nice and controlled. The lower you go each side, the more the side body has to work. These are called windscreen wipers. Good, okay. Let's see if we can do another 30 seconds of these just to finish. Stay with me. Inhale, center. Exhale to alternate sides. Good, it's really control. We're not kind of letting the feet just flop and drop. We're using that strength to bring them back to center, nice and controlled. Really drive the heels away as well. Let the legs be super strong. Last 10. Good, you got this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, on 1. Give the knees a little hug. A little sway from side to side. Okay, so as we get used to this sequence, we'll get up into our Wild Thing transition to the top of the mat, which is all side body strength. And it's a really nice transition when you learn it, so that'll be good. Okay, right, when you're ready, roll up, come to a comfortable seat. Take a moment to roll the shoulders back, sit nice and tall. Good. Full body stretch, that might feel nice. Little movement from side to side. Roll of the shoulders. Great, so we'll be focusing on the side body for the next few weeks with our core, getting those side planks sorted and that transition from Wild Thing, which we'll do next week. Great, all right, have a lovely rest of the day. Happy Saturday, enjoy the weather, and I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, great, thanks guys.
Thanks, Vicky.
Bye, have a good day.